All right, what's good? What's good? We are going to do. I'm going to show you a little bit about what I'm doing, how I'm spending my payout from prop firms, what I'm going to do in forward in the forward life here. First and foremost, my name is Peasant. I am looking for making money trading, and prop firms have caught my eye because number one, I don't have any money. I lost it all trading, which is not the best thing in the world. But and number two, I do think that prop firms have some substance. I do think that it's possible. And I think it's an opportunity. So that's what I'm doing. My plan right now is I have two prop firms at each two funded accounts at each prop firm. All right. The prop firms that I have selected is based on my research. I got Take Profit, Top Step, and Apex. We're doing three companies, and we're going to do two funded accounts at each. Okay. It costs about. I'll do my debits and credits monthly basis right here. That's what I got right now. Right now we're down $5,000, but I got a $5,000 paycheck coming. So it's actually we're legitimately break even on the year, which is pretty cool because I've traded a lot this year, and to be break even is actually a good thing. And I don't even think I performed that well. So I think if we settle down, you can see that this prop debit, if we can settle these debits down, we don't pay much into prop firms and focus on funded accounts and being slower and everything. I think there is an opportunity, and I think I am getting better at it. So I am actually hopeful for the rest of the year. We got Take Profit, Top Step, and Apex. Like I said, there's two accounts at each. Right now, this is I want to show you my back test. My back test is right here. The first back test is right here. And by the way, what I do in trading is I have a spreadsheet underneath the chart. My code generates this spreadsheet, and basically I look at the direction it goes in and how far it goes. So like long of 2 goes up 2, short of 4 it goes down 4. So that means the longs pushed it, but then the shorts just absolutely sank them. They just said no way. So I would assume that the longs give up, and they did. The longs went 0. The shorts continued pushing lower, but then the longs retaliated. Okay. So I basically read and react off of this. It's data-driven discretion, and that's what I do. That's how I trade. And how it relates to the chart is right here. These two dots is like a long of 1, 2. Goes 2R up, then comes down. Now it's the shorts' turn. The shorts, if this can goes up, that means the shorts did not work. It was a short of 0. And then it broke. And the longs and shorts take turns, and depends on and I do it by a stop and trail, stop and reverse indicator, and that's what it is. It's actually a beautiful thing. I think I love it. So, I want to show you my first back test. My first back test is this. It took me 19 hours to do this back test. I can tell you right now that it was very frustrating at the end here because I was so bullish on this, and I'm like, dude, I have found the magic potion here. And let me tell you, it was really hard to do this, and I kept on losing. So that was not the best, but my second back test was better. Where's my second back test? Right here. My second back test is a lot better. You can see it was a solid uptrend. Again, there was some retracement and then some uptrend. It was harder, but I risked only 1R to make 1R. So it was a lot different, and it really made me focus less on volatility, less on like, see how this is I can see the numbers here, and this column is the most important right here. These are the results. It shows a 2, a 4, a 2, 2, 3, a 2, 2, 3, Damn, another 3. That's volatile. When it's a lot of numbers like that, when the shorts are pushing it, the longs are pushing it back, they're fighting violently, and that is volatility. And when there's volatility, there's trends. And I was always betting on volatility in the first back test, only betting volatility, no directional whatsoever. I was only doing volatility. I saw, there's a lot of volatility. I actually, a lot of time bet it on like, no, it's got to settle down. It's got to settle down. But I've come out with, that's probably not the move, bro. That's just not the move. It was a lot of volatility, and it starts to take a lull, a small retracement of volatility, and then you want to bet on anything volatile. You want to bet on the trends happening. But it's not as consistent as I want. That's why the back test was like this. That's why. That was only volatility, okay? My second back test was using 1R. All I wanted to do was choose the direction correctly. Nothing to do with volatility. It doesn't matter if it rips 10R, 5R. I would only make 1 anyways. So it really sunk me into the only tool I have is a hammer. I can't use a wrench. I can't use a drill. All I have is a hammer. I have to work with what I have. And that back test has taught me, and I will continue. I'm going to do this again. This was a great learning activity. When the 1Rs, I can only choose longs or shorts. So if the longs are strong, I would bet on weak shorts. And it was really good like that because, well, the longs have been pushing it. The RSI is high. I mean, the longs are so strong. It's been, the shorts tried a little bit, but then the longs just mounted them. I'm gonna guess the shorts are just fucking gonna show a 0 here. They're not gonna show any strength, and that happens a lot of times. Not gonna lie. So that's super interesting. And that was my second back test, and my third back test is ongoing right now. My third back test is a mixture of all of them. It's instead of just having volatility, just betting on short volatility or long volatility. In back test 1 and back test 2, I was showing only directional, going up or down, and trying to not guess that, but estimate that. Now I'm doing both. Now I'm looking at volatile and direction. And it's so cool because now I'm trying to get the direction down, and a lot of times it does work. And instead of a 1R, I can open up for a mean reversion. I'm like, well, the shorts just don't have it in them, but they might have a measly little 1R. Fine. I want to make money on the 1Rs too. So I can choose that anything under a 2R, I'll make money on. And that would be risking 3R to make 1R. That would be a mean reversion trade. However, I would do the opposite. I just did it. Let me see. I just did it tonight. It was a glorious trade. It was a wonder trade. It was a great one. But basically, I was risking 1 to make 7. Okay? Risking 1 to make 7. You rarely make those. However, I'm betting on a 3R happening. If you can see tonight, tonight there was so many 2s. Check this. Look at this. Look at 220202221 22100. I saw that. I'm like, no freaking way. How many 2s are there? Remember the fact. I've already researched this. I've already done the study. The fact of the matter is that if it goes 2R, it's a 50% chance of going 3. That means every time it rolled up to a 2R, just like on the chart now, goes up 1R, goes up 2R. Every single time. In the past 11 trades, in the past 11 2Rs. Every time it's gotten to a 2R, it chooses to come back to a 1R and get stopped out instead of continuing that trend to a 3. Remember, it's a 50% chance of going to 3 or back to 1 once you're at 2. I've already done that. And me just seeing all that volatility, and it's purely indirectional. It's both directions. Yes, it's slightly uptrend, but the shorts are going 2s as well. I just saw that and like, no freaking way, bro. I'm going 3s. I'm going long volatility, and actually doesn't matter which direction. I'm just going long vol on this one. And that's what happened on the second trade I took. So I lost one. All right. Just took another banger. It did go 3 and we got paid. It was legendary. It was nice. But, everybody can be all pumped about their trades. Trust me. I'm no stranger to it. However, let's go into quickly now. My trade plan here. I just don't know anymore. Fucking right, brother. On my take profit account, my payouts, I'm already planning the payouts. We're not going to pick and choose when we do it. This is concrete. There is no argument. Just like my risk reward on the day, which is $250 risk to make 500. There is no argument. You make 500, you're done on the day. I'm great at that. You lose 250, I'm done on the day. That I'm not so good with, but I'm trying to get better at just taking the loss. $250 loss when you make 500 on a day. That's when to take the loss. If you're going to take a loss, take them small. That's why you float your attention to other accounts. You can help out the other account because you haven't traded that. Yeah, I got 3 accounts going. Take Profit, Apex, and Top Step. Okay, so, by the way, 9, the daytime is the only time you can trade Take Profit account. However, anytime can be for Top Step and Apex. Got it. Monthly risk reward is 4,000. You got to count it on the month. Roger that. And then so I'm gonna I would like to withdraw 2,500 or 2.5K from what? From 5K to 2.5. All right, yeah, from 2.5. No, my bad. That's confusing. All right, I'm going to withdraw 2.5K when it gets to 5K. I'm going to withdraw 1.5K when it gets to 3K for Apex. So I scatter this out where if we're doing them all pretty consistently, we should be able to get payouts, man. That's what I'm looking for. Whatever. Long story short, but Top Step, I'm gonna have the money in there for a long time. All right, and then that's it. I just really wanted to show you that my dashboard is looking good. My forward test is looking good. Forward test means it's live market. You're just trading. You're just doing the system, and it's looking fantastic, I must say, if I do say so myself. And what I'm doing is each account is on its own. I'm not pairing all of them together. I can't. I'm trading 3 accounts, and they're all listed here. I'll probably color code it later on, but Apex and Top Step just started. Take Profits right here. We're just very, very, very looking very good. I like the consistency of my new system. I really do. I just have to learn how to take my little $250 loss on the day, go to the next account, dude. That's the point. You take the loss. Okay, well, you start fresh. You start a new save, a new game with a different account. And that's the whole point. And you just leave that account for the next day. And then that next day, again, you have a new, fresh slate. And that's what I'm looking for. I love starting over. And that's what the daily loss limit of $250 does for me. And the more and more I do this, the more and more I realize it. The more and more I'm starting to find the tipping point of actually taking my frickin' daily loss limits. All right. That's it. I'm excited to trade tomorrow, take profit accounts, but I'm not going to take any trades until I see the money that my payout deducted from the take profit account. That's necessary. Okay. All right. That's all I had, mate. Peace.